Hello and welcome to True Audio Files. Before I get into today's topic, which is an exciting one for me, which hopefully they mostly are anyways, right? But I just wanted to give a shout to my Facebook group that I've got, a little mention about it. We've got some momentum going a little bit. We've got several members that have joined over the past few weeks. I'm very excited. We've got a lot of participation in there, given the number of people that have joined the group, and would love to see some more, and I'd love to see you there as well. So if you'd like to join that group, just look up True Audio Files in the Facebook search, and you should find it. True Audio Files spelled with an F, like you see here. You can also follow the link that I've got in the description as well. So also, the records behind me are records that I got this week that are, in this case, these are all reissues. Looking forward to all of them quite a bit, especially my favorite things, and also this Norah Jones 4LP box set that was cut by Joe Nino Hernandez, and hopefully I pronounced his name correctly, but one of my favorite cutting engineers is out there right now, and I've heard a lot of great things about the regular, just the album proper that was released a couple weeks ago, and this is the 4LP box sets with a bunch of outtakes and demos and things like that. And then the Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers with Thelonious Monk reissue that's got some outtakes and demos and stuff like that on it as well. The John Coltrane one I really am looking forward to because it's got a mono version of that album, and it's one of my favorite John Coltrane albums. So, and I don't think I've ever heard it in mono, and the stereo is a super hard panned left and right. There's nothing in the center at all. So looking forward to hearing the mono version. Okay, got that stuff out of the way. Now for the exciting information I sort of teased on the Facebook group I was telling you about earlier this week. I actually won a Craft Recordings giveaway. I was very excited. I saw the ad on Facebook, and it was a giveaway for 10 color variation records, jazz records that were, I think they're all Prestige. I have to double check, and we'll go through them all here, but pretty sure they're all Prestige recordings. The weird thing to me about it, when I finally got them and did a little bit of research on them, and I'm going to probably refer to my notes here as well, just to make sure that I'm giving you the correct information that I found on Discogs about them, but some of them are some pretty relatively rare and super exclusive ones that you wouldn't have expected them to be giving away. So anyway, I will go through them one by one. I'll try to go through them quickly because I don't want to have this drag on for too much longer than I already have. But first up is Yusuf Latiff's Eastern Sounds. I've got the one step that Kraft made for this. Interesting thing about this one is it's on a kind of a clear with blue and black marbling on it. And the research that I found on this is that is a Vinyl Me Please exclusive version, which is very odd. There's no indication whatsoever this is from Vinyl Me Please. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here, but there was it looks like there was some sort of a sticker, hype sticker of some sort right here. You could probably just barely make it out if you can see that. So I don't know what was up with that. Maybe they also released that somewhere other than on Vinyl Me Please, but what I could find about it on Discogs was that it was a Vinyl Me Please reissue. So just checking my notes to make sure I got everything right. So next up is Sonny Rollins' Saxophone Colossus. Now, I have several versions of this. I've got a couple versions. Well, I've got the original DCC, which was done by Steve Hoffman and Kevin Gray. This actually uses the same stampers, but they etched out the information about Steve Hoffman and Kevin Gray on it. But again, this one is, I'm going to double check it here, but I believe that this is another one that is a Vinyl Me Please exclusive one. Yeah, this, from what I could gather, is a Vinyl Me Please exclusive. It's like a blue marbled. It's got a little bit of white and a little bit of black in it. Pressed at RTI. A lot of these are pressed by either RTI, and I think one or two are pressed by QRP, which is very cool. So that one's a pretty cool one. Another Vinyl Me Please exclusive that I didn't have. I thought that was pretty interesting. Actually, this is another Vinyl Me Please exclusive. This actually had a very similar, again, hype sticker like the Yusuf Latiff. It's very similar. I don't know if this one's harder to see, but you could sort of see it there. But anyway, this one is a kind of a gold marbled. It's in a paper sleeve. I have not had a chance to clean any of these yet, but I don't know where this was pressed. I'm guessing it wasn't RTI or QRP, but probably QZ. GZ vinyl, sorry, but gold with black marbling in it, which is kind of cool. So that one is interesting. I love Eric Dolphy, and I do have a version of this already. Most of these I have already in some way, shape, or form, but there are a couple that I don't. So again, I'm going to double check my notes here. All right, now actually, and so this one is like a lot of the other ones that I've gotten here. I'd say probably close to half of them are from the Think Indie releases that were, I think they were all blue. So this is one of the blue ones here. Again, I think this one was pressed at RTI also. Next up is, so the next one up is a kind of an interesting one. There's a couple of really oddballs here. But anyway, this is Cookin' with the Miles Davis Quintet. Such a great album, and all the other ones that came out at the same time as, or were recorded at the same time as this one. I believe this was pressed at RTI as well. This one, from what I can gather from Discogs, was a FYE exclusive. So it's kind of like an orange, clear with orange marbling in it. Very interesting indeed. I love the color variation on this one. Very odd FYE that it's an FYE exclusive. I mean, I'm gathering that these might have been just extras that they had held aside for exchanges, if they had to exchange defective ones or something. I don't know. But anyway, next up is Sonny Rollins. Well, they say it's Sonny Rollins. But basically, it's Sonny Rollins with the Modern Jazz Quartet with Art Blakely and Kenny Drew. Again, this is another Think Indie one. So it's one of the blue. Pardon my fingers. I don't usually handle records like that, but I tried to grab it just by the lead-in groove there. So anyway, all right. So next up, another Think Indie exclusive. This one again is a blue, like I think all the Think Indie ones are. But as you can see, it was pressed at QRP, so it was a good quality pressing there. And next up, we have Cookin'. I'm sorry, not Cookin'. I already did Cookin'. This is Steamin' with the Miles Davis Quintet. And this one is another really oddball one. And I think, from what I can gather, there were only supposed to be 250 of these pressed. It was for a Canadian record store, I'm assuming, but it was called Sunrise. And appropriately enough, it's kind of a sunrise-ish color. Goldish color with a little bit of black marbling in there. So it kind of matches the front cover of Steamin' as well. But there have been none that have sold on Discogs. I think there's one for sale for $60. But there have not been none that have sold. And this was done at RTI, so another good quality pressing, hopefully. Usually they are. All right. The last two are Think Indie exclusives. This one is Miles Davis Bags Groove, again on the blue label, on the blue vinyl, and then John Coltrane Soul Train on the blue. I believe this was pressed at RTI as well. So pretty exciting time today. I was very hesitant to tell anybody about this when I first got the notification. I got an email and it all seemed kind of legit, but at the same time, you just never know. They didn't ask me for any social security number or any other personal information besides my shipping address. So, and then I got them this week, and very excited to get them. Looking forward to cleaning them up and listening to them and having them in my collection. Some of them appear, if you look at Discogs, to be pretty valuable right now too. Some aren't, but it's really just more about having. These are probably more of a collectible thing for me on this, but regardless, it's awesome nonetheless. And super excited and pumped to win that giveaway, and want to thank Craft Recordings for giving them to me and having the contest and basically let me win. So I don't think that they knew that I have a YouTube channel, so they gave me no indication that they knew that. So it was very cool. Anyway, that's everything I have for today. If you liked what you saw here, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know when my new videos come out, please hit that alert bell. And please, make some comments below. I'd love to hear from you and see what your thoughts are, and see if you guys can shed any more light on what these might be. So, not to think anyone's, because those are obvious, but like the ones that are the Vinyl Me Please and the Sunshine Records and the FYE ones, those are kind of an odd that I got those too. But anyway, that is everything. Thank you very much, and you have an awesome rest of your day.